Well, when it comes to communication tools, at least in the work that I do, and I think for a lot of teachers too, but I mainly work with, I'm a teacher that teaches other teachers how to use their technology. So I have really been focusing lately on Google communication tools. So everything from, using collaborative documents to creating social media environments through Google Plus, or recording hangouts of live hangouts on air of meetings that I participate in. Just to give you some examples of those things, let me show you. I just went recently to a conference and decided it would be nice to set up a community for the folks that I would be working directly with. They're folks that I serve, teachers, coaches from schools that I serve directly. And so I created this, we went to a technology conference together, and I created this Google Plus community so that we could post things that we were learning, share resources. Um, People started, and these were people that hadn't used this tool before, but I chose to try and communicate with them through this so that I could encourage them to use the tool, and they could learn about it so that they could share it with teachers at their school. Um, and it was also just kind of a fun social way for us to connect with each other while we were also doing a lot of different things and going our different ways at the conference. Um, so again, it was a fun and collaborative way to communicate. I also used some of the features, like when you post, there are different ways that you can post. And like, here's a poll, for example, where Cindy asked, what do you wish you could do as a result of this conference? And then people could easily click on a response, and then it shows you how many people responded and who responded to which. Oh, I think I just voted for that. Whoops. Um, Anyway, also we also use collaborative documents through this. So let me see if I can find one. Oh, I even posted in here where we were going to meet for lunch, which was really handy. Um, Let me see here. Okay, so here's a collaborative document that I shared with the group, and then we also used this at the conference to communicate and tell people where we were thinking we were going to go, sharing different notes from sessions, and just ideas in general about where we should meet and what we should do next. So this was really handy as well. Another thing I've been doing is using, of course, Hangouts, and then here's an example of a Hangout that was recorded. This was a Hangout live on air. You can see there I am right there. Um, this is a great, this is just a great tool to collaborate, and I'm starting to try and help teachers understand that this is a
Yeah, one
good
thing I noticed at Kaiser though is
PLC. Sorry,
it is like
this is a good PLC tool, a way to collaborate with teachers that aren't even necessarily in your same building. Um, so while I don't work directly with students, my students are the teachers, and I find that these tools that in Google, both collaborative documents, uh, Google Plus communities, and Google Hangouts are tools that I use in the work that I do with those teachers. Um, and since then, they've really been, you can see here a couple of different schools have asked me recently. You can see there's only 2 members in here and 3 members in here. But the coaches at those schools asked me to help them set up communities. So they're wanting to try and use this as a collaboration tool. And so I'm assisting them and helping them set that up and kind of scaffolding their learning and how to manage a social tool like this, a communication tool like this in their own environments for the teachers they're responsible for.